program is a direct result of Larry's hard work in interviewing 80 folks around campus, trying to understand at all levels of being a professor, assistant, associate, full professor, you know, in our little sign outside, from hire to retire. So the provost, when he envisioned creating Cafe, was very interested in being inclusive for everybody. And being a full professor, I can tell you with utmost certainty that as you evolve along your career, you change quite a bit. What you care about, what you can devote time to, but no matter what, faculty routinely always want to feel productive, be respected, even as they find, let me use myself as an example, I used to be a researching machine. I used to be like Kaizen. You know, I had a giant research group, $250,000 a year, all the things that in the College of Engineering and Computing might be gauged as success. But as I got older and realized I wanted to try administration, I love doing what we're doing with Cafe, but it's all about facilitating the success of faculty at all levels of their career. And we thought there's a big gap with respect to associate professors and the mid-career folks, if you will, as far as development type of activities. And so from what Larry was able to learn and studying best practices elsewhere, we came up with this idea of something that would provide funding as a means by which you could build a new bridge. You could escape if you needed to do that, but it's still all about you thinking about yourself and what will it take for me to take the next step up, to learn something new, to go after funding, to finish my doctorate of education, because ultimately all these things have a very positive impact on students. You're the mechanism for that. And one of the things Larry and I think enjoy most about Cafe, with the kind of things that we're trying to do in the audience that we have with the chairs and with the deans and the provost, chancellor, even system president, very aware of what we're trying to do down here, and to make it easy, right? You know, when it comes down to going after funding and the amount of time one invests to going after that, if there's one thing I've figured out over many years: find people who are passionate about what you do, enable them, and don't burden them with all sorts of other things. So, thank you for showing the quad chart, for instance. So what we use as our own internal justification for how do we spend these funds is we'll trot out these quad charts. We may show them a video of you two guys now. It would be really cool to do. And hopefully they'll take Larry and I out of the videos. But in the long run, we're ecstatic that the administration chose to invest in faculty in this way and trusted Cafe to be making wise decisions about how to invest those funds with a minimum amount of pain. And you can see it's working. You know, the folks can be trusted, intrinsically trusted, to do the right things with when they're giving resources to succeed.
I want to tap on something Wayne's been talking about, and what drove this was not us sitting around making this up, is what did people tell us? What did the chairs tell me? What did the faculty tell me? What did the administrators tell me? And I love the one line that one chair gave me. He said, we have to figure out a way to help everybody make a genuine contribution. Now, the genuine contribution might be bringing in $450,000 a year. That's a genuine contribution. But another genuine contribution is making a significant contribution to improving the retention rate of first to second year students. Or it may be working with PhD students and helping them be really successful. Or maybe it's outreach programs that link what S&T does to the larger world. So that was kind of our guiding principle. How do we help people make a genuine I wish I'd come up with that label myself, but I can't claim it. It was from one of our very, very fine department chairs. So we try to keep this as open as possible in terms of what we require you to do when you make a submission, because Wayne's right, we do our best to trust you. You know what you want to do with your career. Our job is to, here's some money. Go do that. But we do expect a report. And these were two great reports. These were wonderful.
So to keep this kind of thing going, of course, let your chairs know what you did, and that's not for Larry and I, that's to make sure that it was a sizable investment, that $400,000 a year that they invested in Cafe to make these things happen, and we want to make sure that they see that as a great investment for the future that campus, whether it's faculty recruitment, retention, whether it's student success. There's a multitude of things that we're trying to enhance. This is just one of 6 funded programs that we have. And the provost is a huge fan of what all of you are doing. And I don't see any, and cafe is featured prominently in the strategic plan.